Hello students, let's continue our discussion for customizing the site. Lastly, we have gone through the two more important topics for changing the title of the site, putting the logo for the site, and changing the tagline of the site using the WordPress. Now we are continuing our discussion for the other topics. The topic that we have covered is site identity. Now we can go for another option that is called as colors. Colors can be managed in different ways, like for setting background colors, page color, link, that is hyperlink color, text color, for main text color. Next is secondary text color. We'll see one by one each and everything. Say for example, suppose I am changing a background color which is right now set as a black. I am talking about this black background over here, which you can see. Just click on this and select any appropriate color which you want to set. Then press save and publish. It will automatically change the background color. Suppose I am changing from dark another dark color, you can see that this background color gets changed. Permanently, suppose I want to make a change, then press save and publish. Over this website page, you will see the difference. Same like that, we can go for another one that is called as page background color, which is set as a white right now. For example, I am selecting as a purple background, and suppose I am saving this particular setting, then it will change the page color from white to purple. But basically there is a combination of black and white is very suitable for viewing the page content. Now suppose I am selecting the link color and saving and publishing the same. You can see over here, these are the two or more links are given whose color is set as a green. Just look at to this particular colors. I am changing over here as a red. This will automatically get changed from green to red. All the links get converted automatically into the red format. So this was all about link, but generally hyperlinks should be into the green colors. So we'll keep green color as it is over here. Now suppose I want to change the text of this color, text colors, then into the main text. Suppose I am selecting a red color, saving it, automatically it will change the color of all the text which is present in entire page. Then what about the secondary text color? Suppose I am selecting secondary text cover as a purple. I am selecting very dark color because it can easily visualized onto the page. That's why I am selecting all these things. You can go for better one. Just press save and publish. Look at to this tagline and other text. All this will get automatically changed. So students, these are the facilities which has been provided by customizing the colors. Color combination, font setting, font type, font size are the major concerns in web development. Your data should be look in a proper format. That's why this need to be discussed in between all of you. Now, the third option is header image. In header image, there is only a single option where we can put our header image. For example, suppose from our website which is designed by the core PHP, I am taking a screenshot of this entire page and taking that particular screenshot in this view, and I am selecting the entire banner and cropping that particular banner, and suppose I am saving that particular banner over the dashboard as w2.jpg. Then in this customization window, suppose I am uploading that w2 file and pressing select and crop. It have a limitation of up to this portion of the image. Say for example, suppose I am taking an image up to this particular portion. This logo will be displayed over here. See, the image is not proper because cropping is not done properly. Now once the image is added, suppose I want to hide it, then simply by just clicking on the hide button, again save and publish, that particular logo will get removed from the site. So this is used to set an header image. Same like that, suppose you want to set a background image, then just select that particular image in a background. It will get set automatically. Generally, this particular setting is used to put a frame as a background instead of the color. Even you can once set the background image, you can remove and press save and publish, will remove the background images. Next is very important thing, that is called as menu. Menu will be displayed on this particular screen. Just click on that menu. Over there you will see the menu location and menu link. So first we will create a menu. Suppose I am giving a menu name student corner. I have created the student corner as a menu. Then I am assigning this student corner as a primary menu. And suppose I am saving and publishing this particular menu. And just try to look at the site that we have published. It will show nothing onto the screen. No menus are there onto the screen, because the menu that we have created is just a primary menu. Now then what to do? That primary menu is created over here. Click on that particular primary menu. In that you will find add items. Remember students, first we have to create the menu and then we can add the items inside that particular menu. So what I have done, first I have created a menu called student corner. Then I have selected this particular student corner menu, which allows me to add new items. Suppose I am clicking on this new item, it shows many options like this: custom link, post, page, categories, tag, format. Suppose I am going into the post. Then if you remember, we have created a two post, that is test and test 1, which automatically visualize over here. What we will do, we'll click on plus button. It will be converted into the right. Again I am clicking on this button, it will be converted into the right and gets added over here. Now suppose I am pressing save and publish. Then suppose I am visualizing over here, that means I am just refreshing the page over here. It will show nothing onto the screen. But if you see over here, then this test and test 1, these are the two menus, will be displayed over here. These are the two posts that we have given over here. Now what we have to do, say for example I am just moving this particular test 1 at right hand side. Again I am repeating my words, I am just moving this test on right hand side. Say for example I am saving and publishing the entire thing. Look at to this particular portion, I am refreshing it, menu will be under the drop down thing. So suppose same like that I am performing for this item, and I am adding one more item over here. For example, one home page. So this home page is outside this category, but suppose I am just moving aside and saving and publishing the entire content. It shows two things into the single menu. So in this way you can design a menu inside the primary menu. Now suppose I am moving only the first portion. I am trying to moving the first portion anywhere onto the screen. Then it is not possible to have first as a primary menu. Hope all this thing is cleared, that how to create a menu and how to assign the sub menu. Again I am repeating the entire concept. Let me first remove all the things that I have done. Say for example, I have removed all the items. Even I am deleting the menus, nothing is there. It's a plain portion. First what I have to do, I have to go into the menu, then I have to press add menu, then I have to give the name that is called as main menu, create that particular menu, set as a primary menu, then click onto the add items, select the any portion. Say for example I am selecting one portion from post and another portion from page. Press save and publish. It will show these two things onto the screen, but I want to set one inside the another one. Just shift it to the right hand side, press save and publish. It will display menu as a drop down menu. So this is the functionality of main menu option into the WordPress, which is available over the dashboard. Now in next lecture we'll go for widgets and static front page designing. Thank you very much.